that. Apparently the stream stopped. Unfortunately, I didn't get no notification. So I'm just gonna leave that first one part up. If I can actually edit it, that would be nice. Granted, it's not letting me. There we go. I'll just name this part 1 because we did go over a little bit of the baseball and all that, so I'll just have to make this part 2. But where we left off, just go back to the college games real quick. Tennessee, LSU. I have Tennessee. Who did you have?
Tennessee.
Tennessee, alright. And then we were at Western Michigan against Eastern Michigan.
And you picked Western.
Yeah, I picked Western as well.
And I was going to say I don't know how the both team matches, but I got Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, it's kind of a coin flip game there. That's the best way I can describe it. Third game, undefeated UCLA takes on Utah. I got UCLA.
Me too, I got UCLA.
And then the next game is Kansas State against Iowa State. I got Kansas on this one.
I got Kansas State too. I don't think Kansas the Hawks or whatever, but it's probably another Kansas.
And then the last one we got was Oregon State against Stanford. That's a late ass fucking game. I got Oregon State over Stanford on that one.
I got Stanford over Oregon State.
Oh wow, you're going with the upset there. That's that is it's being a little bit brave because I'm honest. I didn't really go. First time I kind of went shock, so we'll see how that goes for me personally. Just getting part 2 put up on Facebook. Hopefully, I know Mr. Jones and Travis. Travis did send me his picks, so I'm gonna pull them up quick while I am putting this on Facebook. And then we're going to get some of the NFL news. By the way, Tulola from Miami will not be playing this week. So it will be Teddy Bridgewater starting. So there's... Blake Bortles has quietly retired, so... so take that as you will. I don't think anybody really cares about Blake fucking Bortles, to be honest.
And we don't know about Tom Brady.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to talk about that in a few seconds. I'll leave the baseball thing up for when Mr. Jones and them come in. Cole Beasley is retiring after 11 seasons.
Didn't he just sign with the Buccaneers like 2 weeks ago?
He did, and then he retired.
You had a good career. Had a good career, sir.
Yeah, he had a decent one. Get these to Mr. Jones and Travis real quick. By the way, Travis has in the college this week, he's got Tennessee, Western Michigan, UCLA. Iowa State is his upset because Kansas State is favored in that one, and he's got Oregon State winning.
Interesting.
And we will I'll leave that thing up there for him. But the last thing we have to talk about is, of course, the Rams linebacker, Bobby Wagner. The protester threatened by him is filing a police report. The Fannie ran onto the police report was filed Tuesday afternoon because this is an active investigation. Information will be limited. According to TMZ Sports, the individual was an activist for the Berkeley-based animal rights group Direct Action Everywhere, was trying to raise awareness for a trial involving the alleged theft of pigs from a factory farm. Wagner said Wednesday that he's aware of the police report, but the incident is behind him. My thing is, the protester got hit. John Bell, you dumb son of a bitch!
And as you by Wagner, you couldn't tackle none of us. Where was that tackle against you made a poor guy get hurt, but you couldn't tackle us.
Well, he deserved to get hurt. He deserved to get hurt because he was a fucking idiot.
I know. And that dumb idiot protester, did you learn your lesson? Don't do it again. When you know you got some big ass, I don't know how pound, 350-pound guy coming after you, you don't jump in the crowd. How you gonna sue that guy for dumb you people, dumb protesters? What's next?
Alright, well, let's go recap real quick of this past week, just in case anybody did miss anything. Bengals beat the Dolphins because Tula shouldn't have been playing. Vikings barely win in London against the Saints, thanks to a double doink by the Saints kicker. Falcons learn not to choke for the first fucking time this year. The Browns, the Browns were without their two best defenders. I don't know what would happen in a rematch if Browns were a little bit more healthy on that. We knew why one. He is at practice today. The other one who was in the car wreck last week. Unfortunately, after having a 20-3 lead choke in the second half, Bills come back to win. My mom was fucking pissed.
Dumbass Ravens
they handled their business against the proving that Washington sucks. Lions, unfortunately, Seattle scored more because neither team had a fucking defense. Texans lose to the Bengals. Chargers almost blew it, but the Texans, I think, are trying to get that #1 pick. They're in tank ball mode. Titans barely hold on to beat the Colts. Giants, thanks to the quarterback getting 2 rushing touchdowns, beat the Bears. Jaguars, unfortunately, they led in the first quarter. They could not hold on, and the Eagles came back to beat them. The Jets shocked the world and beat the Steelers because, unfortunately, the Steelers still can't play football. Granted, they did start the rookie quarterback who played pretty well, but might have been too late. Kenny Pickett, yeah. Cardinals, what was I best can describe as nobody knows how to play a quarterback. Packers almost lose to the Patriots, win in overtime. That would have been embarrassing for the Packers if they would have lost to the third-string quarterback. Raiders beat the Broncos because the Broncos don't have a coach. Chiefs beat the Buccaneers because the Chiefs' offense is that damn good. The Bay kind of looks lost. And then, of course, Monday, like we said, the 49ers did beat the Rams. You're learning, Brian. I keep telling you, can't say that stupid quote. We don't speak about him. But I went 9-7. That puts me for the season, which I wrote it down on the paper. 31-32-1. And Dave is 34-29-1. We're still waiting for Mr. Jones and Travis to get in here, but we know they are one's at work, the other one's at the hospital again. Travis, hopefully everything's going all right. Congratulations on the new baby, bouncing baby, either be boy or girl when that happens. But let's get to the games this week. But before we do, I would like to know, Travis, how many heart attacks you had from the Packers game. I know me and Dave, we really didn't have any heart attacks.
Nah. I was iffy on the Rams.
I know Mr. Jones has been trying to get in here, but
keep getting blocked for some reason. Like the FBI know or what he's on to.
It could be where he's at because of work.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm trying to be nice. If you say that 2 words again, I'm gonna put you in timeout land. And I think that might be Mr. Jones trying to get in here if the app will work for him. Could be Travis. No, it is Mr. Jones. Question is, will the app work for him? Mr. Jones, can you hear us? Yay!
Yes.
It only took 50 billion tries. Just one LOL. The service at the hospital sucks, Travis says in the comments. By the way, in case, because Mr. Jones is just joining us, Travis is at the hospital on baby watch. Again, congratulations to Travis and his wife on that. Oh, he's got, I think this would be his second kid? Second or third, I don't remember. Alright, Mr. Jones, just to give you a heads up, the only thing you missed was the recap of the games we did of last week, and same thing to you, Travis. Also, we did just go over the college games, so I said Travis's, Dave said his and mine. So real quick, Tennessee over Mr. Jones. Oh, you got LSU winning. Tennessee. Western Michigan versus Eastern Michigan. That's not how we do things. Travis says, thanks guys, it's his third kid. Dark Knight already made the pick for the Colts Broncos game, and Syracuse 4-0, baby. We'll get to the NFL games this week. UCLA versus Utah.
Syracuse? We say Syracuse on this app now? Fuck.
I didn't hear a pick yet. I think he's still thinking. Utah's got one loss. UCLA's undefeated. Yep. So you're going UCLA then? All right. Kansas State against Iowa State. Kansas State, and the last one we got was Oregon State against Stanford. That's 11:30 p.m. Saturday night.
Damn.
Oregon, all right. We did do some baseball, but I don't baseball, correct? All right, Travis, we did talk baseball as well. Me and Dave made our picks for the race. So go back to part 1 to watch that. We're not going to torture Mr. Jones because that would be cruel and unusual punishment for that. But checking on the one college game we got going on right now before we get to the week, because this game was moved from October 1st to tonight because of the hurricane. It happened. SMU versus UCF. I always want to keep saying UFC. SMU is leading 13-10 near the end of the second. On to halftime. This week, Brian says hi. Dave says awesome. Dark Knight says let's go Yankees. Yankees don't play this weekend because it's the wild card. But let's get to game 1 of this week. It is the Indianapolis Colts, who could not stop King Henry this past week, taking on the Denver Broncos, who has such a terrible quarterback. Because Russell Wilson's playing like shit, but that's because the head coach for Denver is fucking retarded. Dark Knight has the Broncos in this one. Mr. Jones, the floor is yours, because I know you're the Colts guy, so how bad are you burying your team this week? You're going with the Colts as the upset? Well, I think you're a braver man than I, because I'm taking the Denver Broncos, and it's only because I trust Russell Wilson more at this point than Matt Ryan, but that's not saying much. They're playing in Denver, the Mile High City.
Oh God.
So wait, so we got Dark Knight with the Broncos. So, you know he's not in our league. We have Mr. Jones with the Colts. I got the Broncos. Travis has the motherfucking Broncos. So that leaves. You're gonna leave Mr. Jones. Go join him in the upset land.
Nah. Fuck the Broncos. I'm going with the Colts. I'm going with Matt Ryan. Gonna do a good job. He gonna get 3 touchdowns, and they're gonna lead by 20 points.
Dark Knight says he wish he could join, but going in week 5, Mr. Dark Knight, you'd be too far behind. Game number 2. This one, guess what? You gotta get up at 9:30 in the goddamn morning, Sonny, because it's our second game in London.
Oh God.
It is the New York Giants who has a quarterback who can get points by running without tripping, but he's a little banged up. Barkley's a little banged up as well for this past week against Chicago. But they're in London this week as they take on Travis's Green Bay Packers. Yes, we will be ripping off Mr. Kennedy for the rest of the season. Can Aaron Rodgers make it a beautiful day in London? Or do the Giants shock the world, everyone, and win in London and beat Aaron Rodgers? Now, of course, the Packers didn't look that great against the third string quarterback of the Patriots. But
Brian Hoyer.
No, he got kicked out. No, he got injured in the game. That's why I said the Patriots had to go to the third string quarterback. Giants did look good though against Chicago, so this might be a little bit of a trap game for Green Bay. But with that being said, I am taking the Packers. I trust them a little bit more. I trust Rodgers. He is a bad man. Of course, Dark Knight is taking his New York Giants, and this shouldn't surprise anybody. Taking his Packers to win. So, Mr. Jones, are you going to be hanging with Mr. Rogers' neighborhood? Or are you going to go to Sesame Street and hang out with Dark Knight and Big Bird? Fair enough. So that means, Dave, are you going to hang out with your New York brother and with Dark Knight and pick the Giants? Or are you going to come to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood with the rest of us?
Listen, I'm going with the upset here. I'm going with the Giants, going to London, kicking the Packers' ass and having some bloody tea, and go hop back to New York City. So I got the upset here. The Giants are beating the Packers. Upset.
All right, fair enough. Dark Knight says Dave's a smart man. Heading on to the 1 o'clock games, the first one. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers starring the rookie sensation quarterback, Pickett, or whatever the fuck his name is.
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, Kenny Pickett. He is the starter now officially. He got named yesterday. But unfortunately, he does not get an easy matchup to start his career off as a starter, as he's got to head to Buffalo, New York, and take on those crazy ECW motherfuckers known as the Buffalo Bills. Bills, we saw what they did this past week against Baltimore. Came back to win it in the second half. Pittsburgh still looking lost without the heart and soul of their defense. Mr. White, because he's still out for another few weeks. This could be the first time maybe the Steelers might be going for the Tank Bowl and get the number 1 pick. We shall see. But I'm going to be honest to you. Picking the Bills. I don't trust Pittsburgh at all anymore. Travis says, Dave, your Niners suck. LOL, just kidding. And Dark Knight has the Bills. Mr. Jones, who do you have? Fair enough. Travis has the Bills as well. Dave, are you going to make sure the Bills win by picking Pittsburgh, or are you going to pick Buffalo and then we all get fucked?
The Buffalo Bills.
Okay, that means well, we all picked the Bills. Congratulations, Pittsburgh. Remember that finally happened last week with Miami. But
congrats, Kenny Pickett gonna win the first game.
So Buffalo, if you lose, you can blame us. Yeah, which by the way, Tua's not playing this week. It will be Teddy Bridgewater. I said that in part 1. Up next, we head to Cleveland, cause Cleveland rocks! Cleveland rocks! Cleveland rocks! As they play. I don't know if I'm too sure about that after blowing it to Atlanta. But they're playing a Chargers team who's still banged up and has a lot of motherfucking health problems. So let's just check who we have. Dog Knight is taking the Chargers. Go, Chargers, go. Travis is taking the Chargers. Mr. Jones, are you going to take Cleveland, Ohio and make Drew Carey happy? Or are you going to be joining the Governor and go, Chargers, go? Cleveland. No problem. Looks like I got back up anyway. Not the stream, but it looks like yeah, they didn't like the fact I wasn't moving the controller long enough. All right, Dave, it's up to you. Chargers and the Browns.
I got the Browns at home.
You got the Browns at home. All right. Chargers, alright, so, and Dark Knight says boo. Here's the thing, this was actually one of the picks I had a hard time with because both teams have injuries, but it looks like the one who was in the car wreck's gonna be back this week for the Browns, so that might help them defensively a little bit. So, and it is in Cleveland. I think Chargers got lucky, they played a shitty team in the Texans. So give me the Browns at home. Yes, I am taking Cleveland, because Cleveland fucking rocks because of the Miz and Drew Carey. And the Cleveland Indians.
Wow.
Up next, and this is probably everyone's lock of the week, because if any motherfucker picks the away team in this one, they better be saying because they're on crack motherfucking cocaine. It is the Houston Texans who haven't won a game yet, taking on Jacksonville, who lost to Philly, but Jacksonville actually has a head coach who's not an idiot, a quarterback who's not dumb. They got a good running game in Jacksonville. If you haven't figured it out by now, this is my lock in the motherfucking week. I'm taking the Jags over the Houston Texans. Hashtag Houston out of motherfucking problems.
Alright.
Travis is taking the Jags. Dark Knight is taking the Jags. Mr. Jones, I even take Houston. I'll be like, nope, I'm going to AEW. And it's in Jacksonville, yep.
You know what?
Wait, what? You're picking the Texans? You're picking the Jags, okay. Dave, it's up to you. Are you taking AEW? Or are you going to pick Houston?
You know what? I see an upset here. I can't really do that. No, I can't do it. I see the Jags super kicking the Texans.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's in Houston. That means they're probably going to win and watch. Up next, we head to Minnesota's motherfucking Cousins, who sometimes shows up as long as it's not a night game, is at home this week as they take on the Chicago.
Technically, it was a night game. It was technically a night game over there. It was technically a night game.
That doesn't count because it's not a prime time. It was a morning game. But the Vikings are at home this week against Chicago. We saw what happened to the Bears. If they couldn't stop Daniel Jones from getting 2 rushing touchdowns, I don't have a lot of faith in Chicago stopping fucking Cousins. So guess what, Kirk Cousins? You're back in my good gracious for a second week in a row. Congratulations! Have a cookie. I'm taking the Vikings.
Damn.
Dark Knight is taking the Bears. Travis is taking the Vikings. Dave, who do you got?
I got motherfucking. I got the Vikings over the Bears.
All right. So far, only one person's picked Chicago, and that's Dark Knight. Now, Mr. Jones, are you gonna join CM Punk and cheer for the Bears? Are you gonna join us and be like, "Come on, motherfucking Kirk Cousins, do something magical"?
Damn, all my tight ends for fantasy football, they're all injured. Goddamn.
Repeat that again, Mr. Jones.
Oh, sorry.
Fair enough. Vikings. And Brock Lesnar, because he's from Minnesota. Up next, he does live in Canada, but remember, he went to the University of Minnesota. Up next, an interesting matchup. It is the Detroit Lions, who know how to be a very fun team to watch, even though they don't win, taking on a Patriots team who may be starting the third-string quarterback again, because the one who started the game for him this past week might still be out with concussion protocol. And the original starting quarterback for the Patriots, he's still out with a high ankle sprain. But for some reason, the Patriots are favored to win this. Lions and Patriots. Green Bay's got the Giants. In London. Yeah. I'm going to take Detroit here. This is one of my two upset picks. I don't know why New England's favored here. I mean, yeah, they got Bill Belichick, but they're so banged up at quarterback. I think Detroit might be able to sneak a win out of New England. So give me the Lions.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah?
So should I start Tom Brady or Kirk Cousins in my fantasy?
The Buccaneers play the Falcons. I would probably start Tom Brady. But that's not the question. Lions or Patriots?
Lions and Tigers and Bears. Let's go with the motherfucking Lions.
That's three for the Lions. Mr. Jones, you want to make it four? Or you're going to go with the Empire of Hell and go with New England? Oh, God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I said this earlier. I get to say it again. New England, you win because of us, because Travis has also took Detroit. Fuck! Damn it! I'm sad now. Moving on. We are heading down to the Big Easy, down in Mississippi, down in New Orleans. Get your beads out, because we're going to see some titties. As the Saints are at home against the surprising Seattle Seahawks, who, I don't know who the fuck they are. One week they look like they're going to be a Super Bowl contending team, and then the next week they play like dog shit. Saints starting running back will be back though this week. He will be healthy. We don't know who the quarterback yet for the Saints will be. It might be Andy Dalton again. I really had a hard time with this one just because of how both teams are. I have the Seahawks, though, on the road just because of how well they can put up points. It's just can their defense actually stop something. Dark Knight says, let's go. We're moving as fast as we can. Shut up, Dark Knight. And he's got the Seahawks. Travis also has the Seahawks. So, Mr. Jones, are you going to go take the Big Easy and the Saints, or are you going to go take those dirty buds from Seattle? Saints, all right, and that leaves you, Dave. You taking the Seahawks, or you going to be joining Mr. Jones down in the Big Easy?
I'm going with the Saints.
Saints,
Fuck
all right.
the Seahawks.
Moving on, we're heading back to New York City. As the surprising Jets, who are 2-0, taking on the Miami Dolphins, who, well, got to start Teddy Bridgewater this week because Tuola is out with concussion, near death. He should not have been playing this past week. He's not playing this week, though. Dolphins are still favored, though. Surprisingly. Dark Knight's got the Jets. Travis has the Dolphins winning. Dave, you're in New York. You go next.
I'm going with the Jets.
You got the Jets. Mr. Jones, are you going with Miami, or are you going to go fly with the Jets? This isn't... Yes, this is in New York this week.
Give it, Milo.
Wow, first time picking the Jets. Well, this is my second upset pick. I'm going to take the Jets at home over the Dolphins. I think one of the reasons Miami's still favored is of all those weapons they have offensively. But Teddy Bridgewater is not too all a completely different play style. The Jets can kind of sneak a win out of there and move up the rankings a bit, which is very surprising. But moving on, we're heading to Tampa Bay as the Falcons, who found a way not to choke for a change, play against the Buccaneers, who the Buccaneers kind of look like they have some issues. Buccaneers not looking great offensively, and they didn't really look good defensively this past week against the Chiefs, giving up about 40 points. Atlanta barely got by Cleveland, though. I think Tampa Bay wins this game, a nice bounce-back win for them. Dave's got, not Dave, Dark Knight's got the Bucks. And Travis has the Bucks as well. So, Dave, now it's you. Are you taking the Dirty Birds of the South or the Buccaneers?
I got the Bucks.
Not the Bucks. Okay, Mr. Jones. If you take Atlanta, Tampa will probably win. If you take Tampa Bay, you may have fucked us all over.
Oh. Hold on.
Damn it, he's taking the Bucks. Yay, we're all fucked.
Odell Beckham Jr. might return to the Giants.
Oh.
Odell Beckham Jr.
Oh, God, Odell Beckham Jr. Yeah, but I've heard that he wants to go to Green Bay as well.
Oh, near Giants, workout former star wide receiver.
Up next, we're heading to Washington as the Washington Redskin Commanders, team with no name. Dark Knight said hell no to Odell Beckham Jr. But they're playing the Titans. Give me Tennessee. Washington got destroyed by Dallas this past week. And we weren't even playing that great offensively until near the end. Titans have Derrick Henry. Washington's going to be in big, deep fucking trouble. Oh. Who are you picking? Well, let's see. You're not a Packers fan, Travis. Well, that's where I'm going to look, because you're here with us. By the way, that's Travis at the hospital. He's got the Titans. And Dark Knight's got the Titans. Dave?
I got the Titans.
Mr. Jones, are you going to fuck us and pick the Titans, or are you going to pick... I know there's no way in hell he's picking fucking Washington. Just say the Titans. Yeah, I kind of figured everyone was gonna pick this for the same fucking matchup. Up next, it is Dave's San Francisco 49ers on the road as they play a team who's coached by a fucking idiot in the Carolina Panthers. Dave, tell us why you're picking the Niners. Besides them, your team.
The defense, they look amazing.
That is a good answer.
And not Jimmy G.
Yeah, well, he's been playing better than Baker Mayfield. I got to give him props on that one. Travis, I know you would make fun of the Niners early in the stream, but Travis, are you going to take the Panthers, or are you taking the 49ers since you're here with us?
Garbage.
Fair enough. I should point out something that Dave brought to my attention a few days ago. Only two defenses have not allowed 20-plus points yet. The 49ers defense and the Cowboys defense have been able to hold teams under about 20, give or take. So here's the thing. I'm taking the Niners because of that defense. I don't trust the Panthers at all. Mr. Jones?
That's an honest answer.
I didn't hear the honest answer because I think I was choking to death. 49ers, and guess what? Dark Knight picked the 49ers, so he just cost the 49ers a loss. This is going bad to worse. Up next, we're heading to Arizona as the Cardinals, who barely got by the Panthers this past week, take on the undefeated Philadelphia Eagles. As much as it pains me to say this, I do not have the Cardinals having a chance in fucking hell. The coach is an idiot. The offense can't do anything right. The defense is up 50-50. Give me the Eagles. I would laugh my ass off if this is the game they lose instead of losing to Jacksonville, which would have been more believable. But give me Philly. Dark Knight has Arizona. Travis, we're going to let you go next since you just got in here. Is Travis still with us? Breaker. I know he's where he's at, so I understand. He had. So Dave, your call.
I'm gonna fly like an eagle.
That pun was bad.
I got the Eagles.
Eagles and Mr. Jones, what about you? It's in Arizona. Alright, so we have that. Moving to the next game, we have 3 left. My Dallas Cowboys, without Dak Prescott, have won 3 games in a row, taking on a Rams team who don't exactly look like a good defending Super Bowl champions, as they got bitch slapped in the mouth by the Niners this past Monday. Of course, we know I'm taking the Cowboys. Rumor has it Dak may play, may not, we don't know yet. I'm kind of hoping Cooper Rush plays because he's been playing well, hasn't made a lot of mistakes. And our defense has been playing great football. So you know I'm taking the Cowboys here. That's my team for life. Dark Knight is taking the Rams. Dave?
Joe, can you hear me?
I can hear you now,
God.
Travis.
Oh God. Oh God. Come back to me last.
Alright, so Dave's got to think. Travis, are you taking my Cowboys? You're going to be partying in LA with the Rams.
Doug, all I got to say is get your singing voice ready. I'm picking the Rams.
Oh, yeah. Nah, trust me. I already know what song I'm going to sing, but I'm going to save that for after Mr. Jones and Dave's pick. Rams, right now I'm the only one by myself. This might be a good thing, unless Dave joins me for Dave joins me.
Oh God! Oh, this Oh my God! I don't know.
Dave, remember it's the Cowboys.
What the?
Yeah, I hate the cow. I hate the cow, but I hate the Rams too because they're my division.
I know you do.
I want them to lose. You know what? You know what, Doug? You know what, Doug? You know what? I'm sorry, Doug. But I'm gonna have to join the Cowboys on this one.
Okay, so that is 2 for...
Go Cowgirls.
Go Cowboys.
That's 2 for the Cowboys. I gotta really hope we win this week, because here's the thing. The song I had to sing, since we're in October, it's gonna be kind of a spooky song in a way. It is from Nate Wants to Battle. It is a song called Mold, which is Freddy's song. She possessed by demonic children. So yay, let's see. I haven't had to sing in a while. Up next, we head to Baltimore as my mom's Ravens, who, by the way, my mom almost broke a television at Buffalo Wild Wings Sunday because of how bad the Ravens choked, are at home against the Cincinnati Bengals. WKLP Cincinnati's making a road trip. Now, Baltimore's biggest problem is every time they've had a lead, they've blown it. They barely blown it against the Patriots, but held on. But they blew it against Miami, and they blew it against Buffalo. But with that being said, I think Ravens just have too much weapons. I think Cincinnati's offensive line is still having too many problems. They haven't meshed well yet. So give me Baltimore to win on Sunday night. And Dark Knight has the Bengals and Raiders, but we'll get to the Raiders in a minute. Dave, are you gonna have some crab cakes with me and my mom, or are you gonna be seeing turkeys fly out of a helicopter in Cincinnati?
You know what? I got the Ravens, even though the defense looks like it's like, what the hell's going on? Remember that coach? He got that guy, the player got in that Coach Harbaugh's face. The one of the defense players. But yeah, I see the Ravens gonna beat the Bengals.
Fair enough. By the way, this would be for first place in the division. I should point that out. Early lead. Travis, who do you got? Bengals or the Baltimore Ravens?
We're gonna be eating some crab cakes there, Dave. I mean, Doug, we're going with the Ravens.
All right. Crab cakes are delicious and nutritious. And Mr. Jones, are you gonna be taking Baltimore? Or are you gonna be going, baby? If you ever wondered what became of me, I'm on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Ravens, all right. So that gets us. Yeah, trust me, my mom still. She doesn't want to talk about Sunday. This gets us to the Monday night game this week. It is the Raiders who finally won a game. Congratulations, Corey Ramsey. Your team finally fucking won. But I'm afraid I got some bad news because Monday night you got to play Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs in Kansas City, a.k.a. one of the loudest places in the NFL to play. I got Kansas City did what they did against Tampa Bay. I think they're playing angrily. Now, after that loss to the Colts, thanks, Mr. Jones's team, you may have just pissed off the entire Kansas City football team. Dark Knight has the Raiders. Dave?
I got the Chiefs.
2 for the Chiefs. Mr. Jones? I think that's 3 for the Chiefs. And then that just leaves Mr. Travis.
Chiefs.
Anyone surprised? Oh, God. I'm going to say this. This Monday night game I'm not looking forward to. I think I might watch preseason hockey.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. That tells you. Or I might be watching the MLB playoffs. But let's take a look to Week 6, a.k.a. I'm so glad I don't have Amazon Prime because it's Washington against Chicago on Thursday next week.
Snooze fest.
We'll see what happens this week to make that decision. 49ers play on the road against Atlanta in Week 6.
Trap game.
Trap game is right. Speaking of trap, your Packers, who love to give you fucking heart attacks, which that's what the children are supposed to do. They're at home against the Jets.
Yeah, it's another trap game.
The Colts welcome Jacksonville into town next week in Week 6.
Well, sorry, Colts.
Yeah, I think depending how the Colts do this week, I think it might be the final time Mr. Jones might burn everything Indianapolis he has. Ravens play the Giants in New York.
Sorry, Ravens.
Your Sunday night game next week, which is going to be a doozy, Cowboys against Philadelphia.
Let's go Eagles.
Damn, you singing back-to-back weeks there, buddy.
Let's go.
Hopefully not.
Let's go Eagles.
The Monday night game in Week 6 will be the Denver Broncos against the Chargers.
How the hell are the Broncos getting on these Sunday night and Monday night games?
Russell Wilson. Pretty much.
Okay.
That's really the only reason. Other than that,
What's Week 7?
Week 7, just to do a quick Week 7 heads up. We'll do that again next week. Saints and Cardinals on Thursday night.
Saints and Cardinals.
In Week 7, Browns and Ravens. So that's Mom's team. Cowboys are at home against the Lions. Colts have to go to Tennessee and face the Titans again.
Oh boy.
Packers get the easiest win of their season against Washington in Week 7.
Probably not.
Oh, if you lose to the fucking Commanders, I'm going to be ripping into Aaron Rodgers. I have to. The Niners are at home against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
And then your Week 7 Sunday night matchup is the Steelers at Dolphins. That's going to be a train wreck.
No, Monday night's even worse.
Oh, for the love of God! Bears and Patriots? Nope, I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw unless Roman Reigns is on it, because then I'm going to be going back to New England. But that's the picks this week, and a look ahead to other things. Don't forget the baseball playoffs start this Friday. If your team is playing in it, good luck. Yankees are not in the wild card game. I do know that. I know the Mets are. But...
No, they're not. But
the Yankees lost to the Yankees lost today.
Nobody played.
Nobody played. Yeah, you and I knew that.
Dave, are you a Mets fan?
No, he's a Red Sox fan.
Oh, it's bad when the Orioles had a better record.
Hey, leave my Orioles alone. I'm happy we had a winning record for the first time in years.
I'm going for the Toronto Blue Jays. They're going all the way.
I'm going.
If you wanted a heads up, if you did miss part 1, it's Rays Guardians to kick it off on Friday at 12:07. ABC has Phillies Cardinals. And then back on ESPN for the 2 late other games, Mariners at Blue Jays and Padres at Mets.
It's rigged. The Cardinals are going to win it all so they all can retire happy.
Yeah, if that happens, be saying the same thing. And for you college fans, don't forget there is a game happening right now on ESPN2. UCF is now leading SMU 17-13 in the middle of the third quarter. Now, of course, I'm getting ready to head over to do some Friday the 13th because people want me to kill as Daddy Jason as usual. Now, of course, tomorrow I should point out we will be doing the 2 Ravens games I got to do. And we're also going to be streaming a game about looking at giant anime titties. So if you're single or you're even married but you want to look at some big old titties, come stop by tomorrow. You'll have fun. And you'll realize that Doug is single and probably a pervert if you haven't already figured that out. But until then, everyone have a good rest of your week. Good luck to your college and pro teams this week in the NFL and in college. And before we go again, if it happens tonight, congratulations to Mr. Travis and his wife on another child.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you.
By the time I have a child, Cleveland Browns might actually win a fucking Super Bowl. Well, we did get one more comment. Two more comments from Rosie. New York Yankees, baby. And Judge going to win it all this year. Well, we'll see. But until then,
let's
peace
go
out.
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow, get out of here with that shit.